Hi guys, it's Carissa, and today I have another charity thrift haul for you. I will link some of the past videos on this below, but this is basically a sale that Mike and I found, I think the year after we got married. So we've been going 8 or 9 years now, a really long time we've been going. And it is kind of like a giant garage sale where people donate items for a few weeks out of the year, and then a huge warehouse is assembled as a giant thrift store in different departments, and everything you buy benefits the Ronald McDonald House charities. This year, I think this is the first time they've done this, there was a little map provided so you could see all of the different departments and from where you are, because it can get really crazy in there when there's a lot of people, and if there are certain things you're looking for, you won't know where it is necessarily if they've moved it, or if you don't normally go, because a lot of it stays in the same spot. So last night I got some things with my sister, but we had a little bit of an issue and we kind of got run out of there. I don't know how much I'll go into that because I'm exhausted by the thought of it, but she decided that there were some things that she wished she had picked up or some things that we didn't grab. So I got those for her today when Mike and I went, and I'll do his boring stuff first and get it out of the way. This he already busted into. It was a box of Swiffer duster refills. Oh, and it had one handle here. He loves these things. He uses them in his trucks and in the house. And this was $4, and he broke it open when we got home to see if it was new, and he verified that it was in fact brand new, and he was very excited about that. Also, P.S., don't mind my hair because it was such a nice day out, and I like to roll the window down and stick my face out the window like a dog, so my hair doesn't usually survive that very well. He also thought to look in the lighting department for new light bulbs. They do have bins of old light bulbs, but I don't really know how I feel about that, and he felt the same way. So he found these flood lamps, 2-packs. We use these in the lizard tanks to provide light and heat during the daytime for them, kind of to help replicate sunlight. And this Westinghouse fan bulb, I think he might be trying to put this in the fridge because our fridge light just went out. This was marked at $1, and these were listed, I think, $2 a piece. I wanted a pair of legit just slide on ugly cover your toes Crocs because when I go out to feed and water the hens or just visit with them, they see my shiny toenail polish and think that it's berries or something to eat, and they peck at my toes. I thought, it's weather for slip-on shoes. I hope I find some Crocs, and I did, and they're super ugly. I think they're a knockoff brand. I don't think they're actual Crocs. Oh yeah, they're AccuClogs. Is that what that says? These were $6, and they're a little big on me, but who cares? I don't know. I might. What do you fold this forward if you don't want to? Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay, I was gonna cut those off, but I guess you can just fold it forward like that. These are gonna be covered in chicken poop. I'm gonna rinse them off before I stick my feet in them for real, and the end. I was also looking for some small Tupperware, and I did pretty well. I'm kind of a brat, and I really only like that one kind of more modern color that they have, this like seafoam green, teal, turquoise-ish color. I don't know what it's called. I love it. My sister and I found a bin of these guys, and they were all practically brand new. And what I loved about these is that the lid is attached, so Mike can't run off and do something weird with the lid because he used to. He'd take them and he would put like food for the tortoises or the toads on it, and it'd go in the terrarium, and I'm not going to use that for food after that because it's theirs. And aside from dishes for our pets, I don't know. Who knows what he does with those lids. I think he was putting them under small potting plants and stuff. They're all gone. So it's nice when they're attached to the apparatus like this. Now, this looked like it had a very specific purpose, which I was not familiar with. And if you don't know what it is, this is from Tupperware, and these used to be $12. So we picked ours up for $2 a piece. They no longer exist on the Tupperware website, but I did find them on Amazon and eBay, and they were called forget-me-nots. They were originally for if you cut like half an onion or a grapefruit and wanted to save it in the fridge. And this hook is so that you can hang it in the fridge with the flat side against the wall underneath the shelf like this. and it's still visible, and that's why it's called a forget-me-not. Kind of a neat concept. I don't really think I'll be using it for anything like that. Possibly avocado if I only use half of one for a recipe or something, but either way, it's a really good size, and with the lids on like that, you can't really beat that price. It's great. I also picked up these 3 containers here. This larger one was $2.50, and then these little square guys were $1.50 a piece. Don't have sizes or measurements or anything on them. This is perfect because I always use the smaller ones the most and mysteriously lose the smaller ones the most. What happens to them? It's like socks leaving the dryer. They just, what happens to them? I also, in housewares, picked up this. The second I saw it, I thought, just walk away, Carissa. You don't need it. But I actually am redoing how I have some of my lip products, my most used lip products, and my makeup brushes, and I've been using the mugs that I've been getting from thrift stores and charity sales because they're a little too small. Everything's too small in the creepiest way, and it makes you feel like how you felt about humans when you saw the movie WALL-E, and you were just like, everyone is so disgusting and huge now because the furniture is so tiny and everything used to be so much tinier. We're all monsters. We're becoming monsters. So on that note, I got this mug. This is a Care Bears mug. It does not have a date on it, but I'm thinking it's kind of the real deal since I have one from around the same era with the heart handle just like this. And I probably am just going to put lip glosses in it or whatever, but what a better way to do it than this, really. It was $1. Oh no, she said this was 50 cents. I have been searching for a new wallet. The first one I found is nylon like this. It has this cheesy heart buckle clasp on the front. I was mostly interested in the inside here because I do like to have a lot of card holders for store cards. I do have an app called Keyring where I scan in most of my cards. So I like to just have enough card spaces for that. I don't have a ton of credit cards or anything, but I just like to have room for those things and my insurance card and all that jazz. This one was $1. This other side is a little bit useless to me because I never carry cash, but coupons would definitely probably go in there and die. This is probably the best one of the 3, but it is the biggest. It made me a little bit nervous. I don't know, am I being dramatic? This seems like it's huge to me. It feels like a library book, and my purse is practically empty right now, and it kind of hurts my shoulder, and I think it's this. So this is a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner, but I feel like that would make a huge impact in my bag to not be quite as large. And this opens way up. Look at this flap right here. What? That's almost too many card spots. That's great. And then the other side, what? The other side looks actually like the wallet that I have right now. But this I could put in things that I don't use as often that I wouldn't need to worry about, and I'd be able to actually separate and see the other. Oh, this wallet is great. I'm so glad I got this. This was $2. And the last wallet I picked up, I really like that it is this gray leather. I like how slim it is and how nice and firm the actual leather is. Seems like it would be pretty hardy against maybe how rough I am on things. And it has a decent amount of card slots. They're not great card slots. I don't know. It's okay, but it's got a good amount of them. And if you take this big goofy thing out, there's more on that side as well. I don't love cash pockets that are like this, kind of more men's wallet like, but again, when do I have cash? Ever. And it's usually wadded up and put in the change purse. This is a Prince Gardner. Oh yeah, right there. This wallet was a little more money. This was $4.50. I also grabbed this cute little thing here, this little mint colored fan. This has been tested. Everything there is marked. If it works, it says tested. If it doesn't, it says so. Because some people buy things so that they can fix them or use them for parts. So they don't, you know, necessarily get rid of things that don't work. But this supposedly works. I also might just use it as decoration. And the last item is the reason why we got run out of the sale last night. Early on in our shopping trip, I found this large print that was framed, and it was in decent condition, and it was similar kind of colors and a look to something that, I don't know, maybe I would have wanted to paint myself at some point but never would have the time. And certainly wouldn't make it as large as it is and wouldn't be able to frame it at that size either. I just wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't spend the money to do that. But I found this piece, I really liked it. It was only $35, and there was a woman acting like a vulture behind me, trying to overhear whether or not I was going to take it. So Stacy was like, you gotta grab it before this woman does. And I walked over and I asked the lady what the protocol was, because some items have special tags if they're larger, like furniture. You have to pay for them ahead of time. They mark it sold and they put it in a dock bay, like a loading dock, for you to pick up when you're done shopping. But the woman that I was asking for help didn't really understand the process. I think she was newer, and the other woman who was in the department just hated me. I don't know what her problem was. She just acted like she couldn't stand me for buying something, I guess. I don't know. And she kept saying, well, you have to go pick it up right now. You have to leave now. And I was really confused because that's never been the case. But I didn't cause any problems. I just said, I'll pay for it now. My husband's coming soon with his truck. Can we just have it put in the loading dock? And she just gave me so much trouble for it. I had to go back and forth a few times. My sister had the same problem with the bicycle that she was trying to buy. And they just basically kept saying, you have to leave. And the one woman seemed so disgusted with me that I said, I'm really not trying to cause any that dirty rotten. Like I said earlier, I will link videos below from this sale in the past, and it will be in the playlist for other thrift hauls. And I will also usually have other links in the description box below this video. I will put things like my Instagram account, because I know people have asked about that. Usually any relevant information I can think of that I need to add to the video, I will put there if I'm not being too lazy. So if you guys have questions for me about anything that you can't find information on, please let me know. And for those of you who have been asking, I do have a P.O. box now. I hesitate to give it out because I'm not trying to get you guys to send me anything, but I have had a lot of people ask. So I may or may not put that information below as well. But that's not because I want anybody to send me anything. I just know that some of you, when I mentioned that other people had sent me cards, you wanted the P.O. box, and I don't know. I feel awkward about it completely, to be honest, about the whole thing. But I have one now. It's there. I'll get it to you somehow, but don't send me anything, okay? All right. Thank you for watching this, guys. I will talk to you soon.